7-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return. Interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go.
He's into the open down the middle. Lots of running room. The 30. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and... touchdown, Bruins.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Under fire. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes...
Got some room to run. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Stumbled to the ground.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
He's got it on the move. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights, it's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's St. Clair. Under fire. Got a man. It's Graham. He's loose. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the 1st half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining 1st half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Finds his man. It's Graham. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Ball. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To throw, it's Ncaa. Takes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to roll it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get really frustrated because you wanted that turnover to cause the fumble and just couldn't secure it.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Right down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, I've seen this kicker make kicks from 50+, so I don't think he got all of that, but at the end of the day, who cares? Field goal is good.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wide open spaces. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And this offense just has to find find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Rushes on him. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Gonna run it. It's Thomas.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch.
All out of space. Smashes through the tackle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
A I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. They just keep firing. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting into the ground. That is a tough ask. Man, did he do it right there.
And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. There's a heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
To the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going up top. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score.
He's got it along the sideline. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thurman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Makes the grab, past the marker. There he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. He rifles one deep to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd down, going up top. The quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You can punt the football right here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's got it still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cox. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To the air, it's Ncaa. Get it out on the screen.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zone. Revent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go down. He goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He leaves it with his back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Looking to scramble. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing.